Well, if you have already started your estate planning, one key tip is to always review that plan periodically. And joining me now is Matt. He's an attorney who will give us some tips on how to review estate plans. How's it going?
Good. Very good to be here. Thank you.
Yes. Why is it important to do that periodically?
Well, assuming you have an estate plan, it is obvious, very important to make sure it is accurate. One thing is constant, and that is our life is not. Everything is always changing. And so it is very good to revisit it and just make sure it currently and accurately reflects any changes that may have happened. So, somewhat a review maybe every 3 to 5 years, or if something does happen, a death, divorce, other type of life events can be a catalyst to say, okay, we need to take a look and see, does anything need to be changed? Right.
Now, what are some key parts should they be looking at to kind of like make sure they're updated?
Sure. A lot of times is who you have designated in certain areas. A comprehensive estate plan has a series of documents. So looking at each one and just making sure the right people are in the right positions, and then what they do. Every document does a different thing. Estate planning documents sort of complement one another. Very rarely do they overlap. So making sure that each one has still consistently the right people that you want, and it does the right things that you want depending upon things that have happened in your life.
Is it too early to start your planning your estate, or how soon should people be doing it?
My honest opinion is, and this is practical, this is what I did, when I feel that when you have your first child is really when you need to think about putting a plan in place, because for the most part, even aside from your money or your assets or things like that, it's really the protection of your child, making sure that, God forbid, something happens to mom and dad, that child has a guardian you want to take care of your kid. Otherwise, you're leaving that up to somebody else. That's just never a good idea.
Now, you have any other tips when it comes to reviewing their estate plans?
Honestly, just to take a look at it, review it. If your estate plan was done properly, it isn't difficult to understand. It shouldn't be complicated to read. But most attorneys like myself will offer the ability to bring your estate plan in and have us review it with you. And really, all we're doing is making sure, one, you have a kind of a check mark in each box. Do you have each document that does each thing? And then really it's just while you're sitting there reading it and asking you questions. This is who you have for this. This is what this says. Is this still accurate? Yes. It might be a simple consultation just to make sure the integrity of your estate plan is still intact.
All right. Well, for those who would like more information, tell them how they can find it.
Sure. You can reach us on our website, abrahampc.com. Reach us at our office, 810-750-0440. And we recently just launched a entry-level website to really just disseminate information and answer questions. That is startmyestateplan.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that.
Yes. Thank you for having me.